good morning.
Good morning.
Come on in.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So today I'm going to cook what's known as grits. So kind of like oatmeal, but with like very thin. So you can make it very soupy, or you can make it like thick.
Okay.
So it's like they will add maybe salt or sugar or butter or honey. Kind of weird because I'm used to like at home we have like a huge like counter space.
Yeah.
And like I'm so limited to like here, so I'm like, oh, how can I like put this stuff like over here or? Oh, that one is maybe it is maybe not as thick, but some people will like it. Church is like a huge part of my life, and also like my culture as well, because my grandparents came from the south, and in the south, due to slavery and just the like sort of struggle that happened, like church was like a huge part of the culture. Approached me and she's like, oh, would you like to learn Korean? And I was like, huh, I never thought about it, but I guess it would be cool because everyone there is Korean. 안녕하세요. 저는 리차드 포드입니다. 반갑습니다. So it's similar to 하지메마시테. 私の名前はリチャードです。どうぞよろしく。I guess study and read like more Japanese. It's very difficult for me because the kanji. It takes me a long time to translate it. 285 and 28 sorry. And maybe Gatchaman. And my dad was like, oh, I used to watch that when I was a kid. And I fell in love with it, but I didn't know that it was Japanese animation. And then later on, I started getting into video games and comics. I wanted to know more about the place, like where did this come from, and what in the culture like inspired this sort of like artwork, because it's very different than like Western like comics or animation. Sometimes the hero dies, and that's very uncommon. Like he doesn't get the girl, and maybe the girl dies or something, and it's very, I guess, tragic sometimes. It's almost like Shakespeare. Osamu Tezuka. There's actually, you can have like some of life lessons within. There's like so much going on in here. It's like reading a novel. I'm a huge fan of Kyary Pamyu.
Please say Kyary Pamyu 5 times.
It's like Kyary Pamyu, Kyary Pamyu.
Do you like her costume or her music?
I think maybe both.
Both.
Yeah, because it has a very like that cute kind of sound. It's interesting to hear because I'm a huge fan of like Detroit house and techno, which can be very like dark and heavy. So it's nice to have something a bit more light, and it also helps me with my illustration because if I'm listening to something that's like very serious, then I tend to like just draw like seriously. But if it's cute, I'm like, oh, I want to do like just circles and like softer like objects. So. And of course like Shin-chan. I think more so because of the style and like the aesthetics.
Of the picture, you mean?
Yeah, just like original my character. Sometimes I'll just start with a random, especially like the eyes. I tend to do like more like rounded, like simple kind of eyes. I will change them and make them like maybe more square, depending on the personality. But I really like those are like my favorite kind of eyes too.
It's done.
Yeah.